This is taking quite a bit of time.
Is there a romance in this book?
I hate to say it, but it really do be that phone.
I'm not 22 anymore. Hello, welcome back to my channel. This week we're going to be doing a 24-hour readathon. I've actually never done a 24-hour readathon before. I have always wanted to, especially because I've seen so many other booktubers do it. So I did quite a bit of research to see if there was a way for me to do a 24-hour readathon without staying up all night, because I am almost 30 and I just cannot do that anymore. I'm gonna be doing what I've seen a couple of booktubers call like the timer method. I will have like a stopwatch and I'll just time myself every time I read, and anytime I take like an extended break or I have to go do something or run an errand, I'll just stop the timer. So this video will end once I hit 24 hours on my timer. February and March were like kind of really exciting reading months for me. I was really enjoying reading and I was really enjoying the books I was picking, but this month the books are good. I'm really hoping that this readathon will help me find my new favorite book or a potential 5-star book. So these are my options. I have quite a few options because if you haven't guessed already from my other videos, I am quite a mood reader. I want to have a lot of options decided for me beforehand so I don't put myself into a reading slump by accident. The book I'm starting this readathon with is going to be Vengeful by V.E. Schwab because I've already started it. I'm like 100-ish pages in. I had started this last week and then Great BBL came out and I paused this to read that, and now I'm going to start reading this again because we're not going to get into Great Big Beautiful Life right now.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
I really enjoy this series. I loved Vicious. I loved the found family aspect. I loved the anti-hero story. I think that's so unique and I haven't seen that yet. Next on the list I have Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. I also have started this one. I'm actually like 50% of the way through. I started this in December, I think. And then I soft DNF'd it because I wasn't in the mood for it. I genuinely couldn't find myself to care to continue reading, but everyone raves about this series and raves about these books. I did enjoy the first 50%, so who's to say I won't enjoy the last 50%? Another option is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. This has been on my TBR for I think like 2 years now, but since I'm in such a huge fantasy kick right now, this is like the perfect time to pick this up. Next we have Black Salt Queen by Samantha Bansal. This is an ARC that actually got sent to me by Bindery Books. I love Bindery. It has a very interesting premise. Again, like kind of a fantasy-esque book. It follows a queen in the island nation of Mayanara. The queen holds the divine power to move the earth. The daughter of the queen has to come into her responsibility to take over this kingdom. Then we have A Love Song for Ricky Wilde by Tia Williams. Again, another one that's been on my TBR for a while. I love Tia Williams. I have read only one book by her, which is 7 Days in June, but I really enjoyed it, and so I really want to start this one too. I read I think the first 2 chapters and I absolutely adored her writing. This is the last physical book, which is The Heart Principle by Helen Huang. I have read this book already. I read the whole series, the Kiss Quotient series. I love these books so much. So I want to read her books and fall in love with her writing all over again. For the audiobook option, I have The Guncle, which I have the physical copy of this book as well. Another one that's been on my TBR for 2 years now. The audiobook narrator is the author of the book. Lastly on my Kindle, I have a book from the library, which is due in 3 days, so I might pick this one up next after Vengeful. I have Where the Dark Stands Still by A.B. Pornek. I hope I'm not mispronouncing that. I probably am. Okay, I'm seeing the reviews. Some people say this is like Howl's Moving Castle. Other people say that it's kind of like Beauty and the Beast. If it's not too cringe, if the romance is not too cringe, and if I can stand teenagers being teenagers, I think I'll really enjoy this book. We're gonna get started, and I'm gonna start with Vengeful by V.E. Schwab.
So I wanted to do a little bit of a time check. I've been reading for about 4 hours so far, so pretty good for the first day. I was not expecting to get this much time done. I've been reading 2 books. So one is Vengeful. I am on page 292, almost a 500-page book, and then I had to clean the apartment, so I listened to the Gungle audiobook, and it was really entertaining. I really enjoyed it. Vengeful was kind of like messing with my emotions a little bit. When I read Vicious, I really sympathized for Victor, and I really understood his dilemma and what his purpose was behind like hunting Eli. But now Victor is kind of morally going against my morals. I do like the addition of the new character Marcella. Her ambition to kind of like gain power and become like a mobster and stuff like that is really fun to watch and read about. Yeah, I read 4 hours. I think I'll probably read for another hour. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to focus because lately when I try to read, I tend to put down the book after like 15-20 minutes and start scrolling on my phone. But I didn't get that need today, and I think it's something about my brain telling myself or dedicating this time purposely to read, like I'm timing myself, like you have to read when you're timing yourself, is making me not want to put down the book. It's giving myself permission to like enjoy and like sit and read. It's amazing how much I can get done when I'm not trying to go on my phone. Who would have thought? I hate to say it, but it really do be that phone. A little reading update. I am at 6 hours and 47 minutes right now, and I finished Vicious. Woo! I'm sorry. I finished Vengeful. That's not what I said the first time. I rated this 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed seeing Marcella in this. Her character was so freaking powerful, and I'm just absolutely in love with her, especially as a villain. Like, she was so good. The way it's written, I have such a clear and vivid picture in my mind of each scene. My heart was beating really fast towards the end when we were getting to the final climax. I was like literally sweating like in my pits. Like, I was so nervous about what was gonna happen. I am rooting for these villains, and I was afraid that they wouldn't make it, which is crazy because why am I rooting for the villain? But that's the thing about these books. It's like there's no right or wrong. It's not that black and white. It's very thought-provoking on what about having extraordinary powers makes you have the ability to make the decision on what's right and what's wrong. I don't know what to read next. One option, which I have laying in bed behind me, which is not a book in the list of options I said to you yesterday, is The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin. I just feel like I finished Vicious and Vengeful, and they were pretty exciting fantasy books. Now I feel like I want to go into another exciting fantasy book, and the way people have raved about this trilogy, I really want to check out what it is. It's written in second person, which I have never read before in my entire life. What does that even mean? I don't know. I could find out. But I'm worried that I'll go into a reading slump. Like, what if I don't like this? Then I just put it down. Okay, problem solved. I genuinely don't think I've been ready for this book until this moment right now. So we're gonna start it. Done. Decision over. I'm gonna start it. I immediately regretted my decisions to start the 5th season. I actually don't want something that's going to be thought-provoking. I want something that will let me relax for a little bit and not think. So I'm going to start The Heart Principle by Helen Wong. I've already read it before. I know how it's going to end. I think I just need something that's not going to be anxiety-inducing, which after reading the 5th season, it felt like that's where that was headed. So I'm just going to read The Heart Principle now. I accidentally left my timer on last night. I fell asleep while reading. I'm at 15:57, so that means I slept for like 8 hours, obviously. So I think what I'm gonna do is just put a timer on now. I'm counting down instead of counting up because I messed up. So I've reached the halfway point. This is taking quite a bit of time than I thought it would. I finished my second book, The Heart Principle. I kind of read this. It wasn't as good as I remember it. I thought it was going to be this like light, fun romance, but honestly, it was kind of traumatic. There are themes of like grief and loss. It was a deeper look into what autistic burnout might look like. It felt very personal, and even the author's note at the end said that this was kind of half a fiction story, half a memoir of how she, the author, had to take care of her mom when she was battling cancer. It was heavy. This was a very heavy book. I'm kind of upset because I was expecting something light and fun, and instead I got something really sad and traumatic, and now I'm kind of sad. Being a mood reader is so annoying. I hate being a mood reader sometimes because I usually love romance, but now all of a sudden I'm just like, no, give me all the fantasy you can throw at me. Is there a romance in this book? Oh, okay. There's little footnotes in here. Kind of reminds me of Babel. That was like an educational magic system too. I think the last book kind of put me in a semi-reading slump. Like, it made me kind of irritated with reading. So now every time there's like these footnotes at the bottom, I'm not reading them because I'm just like, I don't care. I just want to read the story. I'm kind of crashing out because I actually have 9 hours left. 4:20. It's 4:20 p.m. and I still have 9 hours left. Oh my god, 9 hours means I would finish at 1 a.m. I can't stay up until 1 a.m. I'm not 22 anymore. What's worse is like, I fear the last book put me in a reading slump. I'm not having a good time. I don't know what to do. Should I get another book? I got, one of my library holds came in. Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez, but so many people have been saying like crazy stuff about that too. I don't want to read another romance book. I need to read something that is gonna grip me and make me like want to read like no other. An Ember in the Ashes. That book had me hooked. I could not put that book down. I need something like that. Something that will make me want to keep reading and not put it down. I'm freaking out. I really want to read The Assassin's Apprentice, and turns out my fiance already has the audiobook because he's listened to the entire series already. So I'm going to be listening to the audiobook / I'm gonna see if I can get an ebook of this. I started reading The Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb, and I've fallen asleep twice. This is someone who never falls asleep while reading. Like, I find it so hard for me to sleep when I have something in my hand, but while this was in my hand, I fell asleep. Let me tell you how far I got into this. I'm literally 8%. I'm literally only 8% of the way through this book. And I couldn't do it. I literally couldn't do it. I have like 3.5 hours left. It's 9:30. It's Friday night. And I think I'm gonna stop. I really think I'm in a reading slump. God damn it. Honestly, some of those hours I wasn't even reading. I was genuinely scrolling and I forgot to turn off the timer. So, girl, what the fuck? Lessons learned from this 24-hour readathon. Number 1, don't spread it out over 5 days because you will procrastinate and you will not read. Number 2, maybe you're just not built to read this consistently when you don't have the practice for it. I don't think I anticipated how much mental toll this takes on you. Does that sentence even make sense? I don't know. I'm feeling like very feverish. I'm like sweaty after my last nap. I don't even know what's happening. I think I just don't feel like reading. His scrolling didn't help. It made me really anxious. I did complete 2 books. What's funny is I'm so brain fried I can't even remember the first book I finished. What did I even read? Oh, Vengeful. Oh, okay, yeah. And then I finished The Heart Principle. I started Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. Couldn't get into that. Then I started The Assassin's Apprentice because I was really excited about it. But it was so slow. And I looked up reviews and it's known for being slow. I should have looked that up before starting this book. I want to rot. I want to rot in a way that doesn't require me to hold a book or read a book or think about a book. Hopefully the next reading vlog will be much, much more peaceful and doable and happier. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry I wasn't able to complete it. I tried. I really tried my hardest. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!